Galatians chapter 3 and verse 5.
Bring it up.
Mortify therefore your members.
God says, discipline your members. Don't follow a multitude to do all this evil. Discipline your members. Read.
Which are upon the earth. Fornication.
It's going to be a lot of fornication tonight. A lot of STDs, a lot of AIDS, gonorrhea, herpes.
Bring it on.
All y'all going to catch them diseases because y'all want to sleep around and commit idolatry. Read.
Uncleanness.
Uncleanness. A lot of blue waffles. A lot of all that wickedness going to be going on.
Bring it on.
Read.
Inordinate affection.
You got homosexuals out here sleeping with men and ramming them up with their behind.
Bring it out.
A lot of that's going on out here. Read.
Evil concupiscence.
Read.
And covetousness, which is idolatry.
And covetousness is what?
Idolatry.
A lot of this is idolatry.
Right.
All of this is idolatry.
Right.
And God says if you commit idolatry, you're going to die.
That's right.
If you break God's commandments, you're going to die.
Bring it out.
It's just that simple. Give me Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 30. We out here to show y'all and warn y'all. Give me Ezekiel 3 and 17. We trying to save y'all from yourself. Because y'all don't understand the condition that we in. Why we in this condition? Read.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son of man, I made thee a watchman into the house of Israel.
You hear that, sister? We are the watchmen of Israel. We here to show y'all where y'all going off. Read.
Therefore, hear the word.
And hear God's word. You hear that, brother, right there? God says, hear his word. Read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me.
Give them what?
Warning for me.
God says we have to warn y'all. Warn y'all from the sins that y'all committed.
Right.
Because y'all don't know that y'all in the midst of sin. Some of y'all do, but don't care. But God says we out here to warn y'all. Read.
When I said to the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if thou givest him not a warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked for his wicked way, to save his life.
To what?
To save his life.
We out here to save the lives of our people.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Look at this right here. Look, it says the revelation of Jesus Christ. Look at this picture right here, man. Read.
Which God gave it to him to show his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So God is going to show his people things which must shortly come to pass. Get verse 14. This is the true description of Jesus Christ. We were taught that Jesus Christ was a white man that died for everybody and just loved everybody. Do you believe that? You believe Jesus Christ is white? Okay, we finna prove and tell you what he looked like. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
What is wool? Was you like me ashamed? What is wool? Like sheep hair. Like the hair you got. If you take them braids out, you got that wool hair to get an afro. Jesus Christ had wool hair. Read.
His head and his head were white like wool.
Jesus Christ had wool hair. A lot of our sisters, you see them in blonde hair with weed trying to look like the white woman. The white woman, they look better than the white woman, but they trying to look like they oppressors. Why do they do this? Because it's self-hatred. But Jesus Christ had white woolly hair.
Right. As white as snow. And his eyes was a flame of fire.
Jesus Christ had red eyes. You listen? Jesus Christ had red eyes. He didn't have blue eyes.
You know,
Read.
and his feet like unto fine brass.
When he looked at Christ's feet, look at this sign here. It says feet like fine brass. What color is brass? Black. So Jesus Christ didn't have any description. Jesus Christ was a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Jesus Christ was so dark it looked like he was burned in a furnace.
That's right.
This image right here is a lie. Jesus Christ was not a white man according to the Bible.
Right.
Jesus Christ didn't die for everybody.
That's right.
Give me Matthew 15 verse 24.
Bring it out.
Jesus Christ did not die for everybody.
Bring it out.
I know y'all gonna go to church tomorrow and believe it and give your tithe money to the pastor and you just teach you lies. Jesus Christ was not a white man. Sunday church is a lie. If you go into church on Sunday, you hate God.
Right.
Read.
Matthew chapter 15 verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but into the lost sheep into the house of Israel.
God says he's only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
He's not sent to no other nation on this earth.
That's right.
He's only sent to the house of Israel. Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
Bring it out.
The reason reason we in this condition because we don't know who we are. We lost. God says we are lost sheep.
You know, he is right. We want to know about the Sabbath.
The Sabbath day. How do you keep the Sabbath day? The Sabbath day. You said, what's your name again? Tabir. Okay. I'm Isaiah. Nice to meet you.
Now listen to that.
Now, we're going to go over how to keep it. He said Christ white. See, that's the confusion. See that? That's no.
Hey, he said, I asked him what color Christ was. He said he don't know himself.
He said you don't know. We're going to bring out Christ again. Let me edify them and show them what Christ looks like. Give Revelation 1 verse 14 again. Because this right here, who is this?
Jesus.
It's Jesus. You said this Jesus. Okay, now we're going to read in the Bible what Jesus looked like. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it up.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
What is wool? Wool a color or a texture? Touch your hair. That's wool. It's a texture. Yeah. It's a texture. This right here is not wool hair. This straight, stringy blonde hair. That already knocks this image out that this is not Jesus. You listen? This is not Jesus. Who y'all think this is right here? Y'all think this is Jesus? This right here, this image right here. This white image of Jesus. Because they just said this Jesus. He said this Jesus. Y'all think this Jesus? Who is this?
What's the guy?
It tells you who it is. Look, read this. Look at this. Caesar Borgia. That's who that is. That's a gay white man that y'all serving on Sunday. That's why y'all put blonde hair in your head. Keep reading.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Jesus Christ's eyes, the white of his eyes was red. Because he turned water into wine. He drank the wine, he sipped it, and then the whites of your eyes turn red when you drink. But you don't need to drink. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What is brass? What color is brass? Brass, like a penny. Like a bronze color. So Jesus Christ, John looked at Christ's feet and it said it looked like brass. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Jesus Christ was so dark, it looked like he was burned in a furnace. So that knocks this image out right here of him being a white man. This is the correct image. Look, listen. Jesus Christ will be what according to the Bible now? Which is red. What color would it? He will be black.
That's
He will look just like you. So when you wake up and look in the mirror, you're looking at the image of God. You're looking at the direct image of God. That's who you look like. Jesus Christ. Just don't let nobody take that understanding away from you. If somebody say Jesus Christ is white, you go straight to Revelation 1 verse 14.
That's
let them know, no. Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible. Now we're about to go over the Sabbath day. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Because it's do's and don'ts on the Sabbath day. Do you believe that? Which day is the Sabbath day? Who said that? You said, how you know that? How you know? Come here, let me show you. I'm scared. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8.
Bring it up.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
It says remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. A lot of our people forgot the Sabbath day and they forgot to keep it holy because they out here today doing wickedness. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day.
The what day?
The 7th day.
What's the 7th day of the week? The 7th Sunday? You got a calendar? Saturday is the 7th day of the week. Meaning Sunday is the what day of the week? The first day of the week. So the Sabbath day is the 7th day of the week. So the 7th day of the week will be Saturday. So we got to keep this day holy. How do you keep it holy? Read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. And it thou shalt do in it thou shalt do no work.
Y'all should not do any work. So today you're not supposed to work. Give me Nehemiah 10 and 31. So that's another don't you're supposed to do on the Sabbath. You're not supposed to work on this day. Now we finna get another one. Because you have to, why are you out here?
I'm from here.
You from here? Okay, but what's going on out here? It's a college festival going on. So, is this keeping the Sabbath day holy coming here? Right, so if you're not keeping it holy, you're in the midst of sin. And what's the wages of sin? Huh? Say it again? I can barely hear you. Come close. I can barely hear you.
He said Yeah.
He said death, the wages of sin. So if you break in the Sabbath day, the wages of that sin is death. Bro, a lot of people are going to die for breaking the Sabbath day.
That's right.
Read Romans 6 and verse 23. Let's get it.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23.
Bring it up.
For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of breaking God's Sabbath day is death.
Right.
The wages for women wearing pants, little skirts, and shorts is death.
Right.
According to the Bible.
Bring it up.
So now we have to change from that way. Read.
But the gift of God is eternal life.
So the only way to get the gift of God is by keeping God's commandments. So let's go back to Nehemiah to show them how to keep the Sabbath day. This is how you keep the Sabbath day. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it up.
And if the people of the land bring ware of any victual on the Sabbath day to sale.
If they bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, ware meaning items. Victuals, any items like grocery stores, they sell things. If they bring it to you to sell, read.
That we will not buy.
That we will not what?
We will not buy.
We're not supposed to buy, read.
It from them on the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to buy and sell today. Did you buy anything today? You did? So now you have kept that commandment. So on the day, you're not supposed to buy and sell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me Exodus 35. We're going to go over the do's and don'ts on the Sabbath day. Because on the Sabbath day, you're not supposed to work and you're not supposed to buy and sell.
Good, bro.
Now you understand that? Yes, sir. So let's get Exodus 35. Yes, sir. Read.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 3.
Bring it up.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So we're not supposed to kindle no fire on the Sabbath day. What does that mean when it say don't kindle no fire on the Sabbath day? No, don't kindle a fire on the Sabbath day. What does that mean?
Hey, you don't know why we went to slavery.
Come here real quick. Let me show you. So we're going over the Sabbath day. What day is the Sabbath day? The Sabbath day. What day is the Sabbath day?
Man, I got all day, bro. Hey, yeah, you got all day, man. I listen to the word, man. Learn your
It's today.
Go to the history.
Because Sabbath day is the 7th day of the week. Right. You're supposed to keep it holy. How do you keep it holy?
Keep it holy by going to church, reading the Bible.
Right. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God.
You ever heard of Moses? So Moses telling us, he said, it shall come to pass if you won't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. The voice of the Lord thy God is the Bible.
Right.
So if you don't hearken to the words of God, read.
To observe, to do.
To what?
To do.
To keep religion.
To do.
To go to church on Sunday.
To do.
To do, read.
All his commandments.
His commandments. Commandments. Can you name any commandments? Any commandment, like the 10 commandments. You know any? What about you? You know any commandments? No commandments. What about you? You know any commandments?
I asked this brother right here what color Christ said. He gave me an honest answer. He really don't know.
Do you know any God's commandments? Just name one so they can know, because they don't know any.
I can't think of nothing.
You can't think of any. What about thou shalt not commit adultery? Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's one commandment. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, all right.
That's what that means. Adultery. Adultery. What does that mean? Adultery is when you sleep with another man's wife. That's adultery. When a woman sleeps with another woman's husband. That's adultery. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
curses,
Curses. They're good or bad? Bad. So if you break God's commandment, you are going to have curses on you. When you read in the Bible, these are the curses of God. Us being shackled, shipped all over the world, being sold go to white people, that's the curses of God. That's why we went into captivity. That's why we went into slavery, because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. We slept with we slept, fornication, did everything.
Right.
We broke God's Sabbath day. God says to keep the Sabbath day holy. We broke that. God said, I'm going to put curses on you. Let's read verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people.
What that sound like? Your sons and daughters been given unto another people. Right. Look at this sign right here. Look, it says your sons and daughters shall be given unto another people. Yeah, basically being sold. Look at this. See this sign right here? It says this is a slave auction. Where is it?
You gotta slow down.
Right here, yeah, right here. This right here. This is a slave auction. See this white man like got them on a stadium right here. Said nigga sold. This right here is slavery. So that's why we was that verse right there is just what we read in the Bible. That's prophecy according to the Bible. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So our sons and daughters will be given unto another people, and we wouldn't have any might to get them back.
Right.
Because we were destroyed as a people. We broke God's commandments.
Right.
Read.
The fruit of thy land.
Read verse 45.
45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and it shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So the reason we are destroyed as a people, because we broke God's commandments. And these curses gonna pursue you until you be destroyed. How are we destroyed? We call ourselves African American.
Right.
Like if I asked you your race, you would say what? You would say African American, black. But when you read in the Bible, we come from different tribes. Our forefather name was Israel. And when you look on the right side, it says Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh on down. That's what God called us. Our race would be Israel from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
So when you look on the left side, it says American blacks. You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Because that's the same. That's the what we just brought out was the curses.
Right.
And that's our race according to the Bible.
That's right.
But after slavery, we were destroyed and given another race.
Because thou hearkenest not into the voice of the Lord thy God.
So we don't hearken to the voice of God. So God says He gonna give you another name. You understand?
Right.
Go to verse 68. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So when you read in the Bible, Egypt, it means bondage. So the Lord said He gonna bring you into Egypt again with ships.
Right.
How do we get over here to America as a people? It's called with an S. Slave. I want you to listen to it. Listen to it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get over here? With slave ships. Cargo slave ships.
Right.
That's how we got over here as a people. Moses is telling this to us thousands of years ago. So he said in the future you're going to be in slavery on slave ships.
That's right.
They listening? Y'all come closer real quick. We going over our history.
Right.
He just got the understanding of slave ships being in the Bible. God putting curses on His chosen people. Y'all listening? What's y'all name? Say it again. I can't hear you. Come close. Who? Jalen. My name is Isaiah. What? It's your girlfriend? Sister? Okay. What's your name? Who? Tatum. My name is Isaiah. Nice to meet you. We going over why we went into slavery.
Right.
Why we in the condition that we in. We went into slavery because we broke God's commandments.
Right. That's right.
We broke God's commandments and God took our name from us, our heritage from us. God says you will be given unto another people and you'll be sold and shipped all over the world. Y'all believe that slavery happened? We're going to read it in the Bible. Listen.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Y'all listening? God says He's going to bring you into Egypt with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt shalt see it no more again. And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
Be sold to who?
Your enemies.
So when you got off the slave ship, you will be sold unto your enemies.
That's right.
So who are your enemies according to the Bible? White people.
Right.
Not just white people, Chinese, Arab, they all sold us and shipped us all over the world and called us by a different name.
That's right.
Keep reading.
And be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So when we got off the slave ship, we were destroyed. We call ourselves African American.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Do you smoke? You do drugs? You drink? Okay, you don't get high. Okay. How old are you? 18. So you still in school? You in a gang? No gang. Okay. You go to church on Sunday? Okay. Let's go back to Exodus chapter 20. Because do you believe that Sunday is the right, going to church, what religion you are to? Was it Baptist, Methodist? Baptist. So do you believe that's the right way to go? Yeah, Baptist. Okay. Let me go read this real quick.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So it says remember the Sabbath day. What day is the Sabbath day? Yeah, it's today. So if we're supposed to remember the Sabbath day and keep it today, why do we keep it on Sunday? That's a good question. We gonna answer it for you. Well, God gonna answer it for you. Read.
Right. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So what day is the Sabbath day? We just read it. See if you listen. What day is the Sabbath day? Read. Okay, read it again for him to hear it.
But the seventh day.
The seventh day. So Sunday will be what day? Sunday will be the first day of the week. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. So we got to keep today holy. So if you're not keeping today holy, you're in the midst of sin. You're unholy according to the Bible.
That's right.
So to keep the day holy, we went over it with him. You're not supposed to buy and sell. You're not supposed to cook today. You buy anything today?
Okay, Christ black, man.
You good.
Remember that.
God says when you keep those commandments, you are good in his eyes. So don't buy today. Don't cook. But you're supposed to do something today too. It's on the flyer. We can show you. Give me Leviticus 23. We're going to go over the do's of what you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. And this is what we're doing. We're trying to reform the minds of our people so we can be closer to God. Because right now we departed from God. When you look at our people, they don't care about nothing what's coming out of this Bible.
That's
they
right.
just walk, and go on about their day, just do what they want to do, smoke their dope, smoke their weed, get high, get drunk.
Bring it out.
I live. Only live once.
Bring it out.
That's our people. Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 verse 3.
Bring it out.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation.
What's a holy convocation? Holy convocation. Holy convocation is just a large gathering. Basically today we call it a church. That's a holy convocation. So today you're supposed to go to church.
Right.
God says that's a holy convocation. Read.
Ye shall do no work therein.
Don't work on this day. You're supposed to keep this with your brothers to get built. Give me Hebrews 10 verse 25. To get exhorted, get built up in the spirit so you can not get pulled into this wicked generation that we live in.
Wake them up.
That's why we out here, to show you to get right back with God.
Right.
Read.
Hebrews chapter 10 verse 25.
Bring it out.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
So God says we're not supposed to forsake the holy convocation that we're supposed to have together. We're supposed to come together. When you read on that flyer, the address is right here on the back. Right here, that's the address.
Wake them up.
Don't forsake that assembly of us coming together.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.